what everything is made of. Yeah, you used to think it was atoms and stuff, but hey, it's more. There are 1.5 million different types of living organisms on Earth. Are made of trillions of living parts called cells. Cells are the fundamental part of every living organism on Earth. There are millions of different things on Earth. The fundamental part of everything is called an atom. Fundament. So, there are 100 types of atom. Well, there's 92 types that are natural, and there's 20 or more types that are man-made. Then the atom was split. The electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson. The proton was discovered by Rutherford. These are other types of fundamental particles. We thought it was the atom, now we've split the atom. The neutron was discovered by Chadwick. For a while there was 3 fundamental particles until electrons were fired deep inside protons and neutrons, and the up and down quarks were discovered. Quark. We now know there are 6 flavours of quark: up, down, top, bottom. They're in 2s: up, down, top, bottom. Strange and charm. Strange is named because, well, it's strange. There are 3 charged leptons: the electron, the muon, and the tau, each of which has an associated neutrino. Yeah, leptons. Leptons can't be broken up, nor can quarks. We can't break these things up, so we know they're fundamental. We used to think atoms were fundamental. We used to think atoms couldn't be split. Now we know they're not actually fundamental. The neutrinos. The neutrinos are neutral. Neutrinos. Neutral charged leptons. The 3 leptons are the electron neutrino, the muon neutrino. The electron neutrino is associated with the electron. The muon neutrino is associated with the muon, and the tau neutrino is associated with neutron. There are 4 particles for the 4 forces. We found out that forces aren't just fields, there's actually bits, particles, fundamental particles. The photon for light. You can make light smaller and smaller and smaller, and then no smaller, and therefore that smallestness is called a photon. The gluons that glue protons and neutrons together using the strong force. The gluons of the strong force are strong enough to hold positive protons together. So it's pretty strong in there. The positive protons obviously repel, electromagnetic repulsion. The third force is the weak nuclear force. The weak nuclear force causes the radioactive decay of neutrons into nuclear. Neutrons, they break up into protons and beta particles. The carriers of the weak nuclear force are the W and Z boson. The fourth force is gravity. Gravity is carried in the Higgs field, and this was a theory for ages and ages and ages, and then the theory means that there must be a boson associated with the field. The Higgs boson would be proof of the Higgs field existing, and that's why we built CERN. The Higgs field was proved when we found the Higgs boson. It wasn't something that we could use, but it proved the theory. So now there are 6 quarks: up, down, top, bottom, strange and charm. 3 types of electron: the electron, the muon, the tau, and the electron, the muon, the tau. And 3 neutrinos: the electron neutrino, the muon neutrino, the tau neutrino. 4 gauge bosons and a Higgs to do with the forces. The 17 fundamental particles make everything. These 17 make up the Standard Model. This was the set of theories that the Higgs boson completed. They combined to make the composite particles like atoms and alpha particles. Protons, neutrons and atoms are composite particles. Draw a diagram of 17 fundamental particles showing how they are related. I'll let you do that. 200 years ago, and then check your diagram with a Google search. 200 years ago, science books said there were 92 fundamental particles called atoms. We used to think they were fundamental, then we broke them up. There are 92 natural elements in the periodic table, so 92 types of atom. 100 years ago, science books said there were 3 fundamental particles: the electron, the proton, the neutron. Particles. Electron, proton, neutron. Now we know the fundamental particles are 6 quarks, up, down, top, bottom, strange, and charm. 3 types of charged lepton: the electron, the muon, and the tau. 3 types of neutral lepton: the electron neutrino, the muon neutrino, the tau neutrino. Oh, that's a mistake, got to correct that. 4-gauge boson force particle gauge. Boson force particles, the gluon for the strong force, glues the protons together. The photon for the electromagnetic forces, and the W and Z bosons for radioactive fission. And the W and Z bosons are the ones I always find that's so most difficult to get people to remember, including myself. Radioactive fission and the gravity Higgs field particle called the Higgs boson that proves the standard standard model is correct. Whew, that was difficult. My name's Gary Stevens. I'm a tutor. I teach in the international school, Aussie International School, and Discovery Bay College, Discovery College. I also come to people's home to tutor. I do the GCSE, A-levels, and IB. If you want your mum to get in contact with me, use goodluckgaryhk@gmail.com. If you like my videos, press like. If you double like, press subscribe and get some more. There's lots more. Bye!